that was a very nice performance out of the Phillies last night as they defeat the Atlanta Braves 6-5, the final score. Take the second game of the series. You have 5 home runs combined for the Phillies last night. You have JT Realmuto and Bryce Harper going back-to-back. You have Corey Dickerson hitting 2, and you have Scott Kingery also launching a home run as well. So that was a fun home run to watch, was it not? We'll talk about that later once it comes up. But overall, very nice performance out of the Phillies last night. You have Jason Vargas, of course, not the best pitcher, and has a typical Jason Vargas start, the no velocity. But overall, I think our offense really did a nice job, and our pitching obviously wasn't good. When is it really that good? But I think overall it was a good game. Good game to watch. It was exciting. I didn't really have a good feeling going into this one. I mean, we just are so bad against the Atlanta Braves. It just feels like every game, we play the Atlanta Braves, it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen. But, we really, really did the good job that we needed to do last night. Go out and score some runs. We knew we know the pitching's not good enough, so we know we have to go out and score runs. So that's not a news flash. And that's why Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto are a testament to that. They know how to go out and, Corey Dickerson as well. All these, consistent players I don't want to say Harper's that consistent, but we know that we have to score runs with these kind of pitchers. I guess I don't even know if Aaron Nola is even safe. I don't know if we have one legit safe pitcher that we could actually feel comfortable with right now. Honestly, I'm sorry to say that because we know how bad Aaron Nola is in the month of September, right? I mean, we all thought, well, it's 2019. Let's see if it's September 2019. So let's see if Aaron Nola can turn things around. He hasn't got a good month of September in years past. Nope. You're going to know September, so I guess we're going to have to wait until September 2020 to see if he could turn things around in the month of September. Excuse me, if I could finish my thought. So we know we have to score some runs, so let's take a look at the scoring summary in this one. JT Realmuto hits a bomb down the left field line and hit off the foul pole, 385 feet. And it's 1-0 Phillies. Then you have Bryce Harper on the very first pitch. I was sitting there thinking, let's go back-to-back. I called it. Bryce Harper launches a home run, towering shot, right center, into the Phillies bullpen. The back, tucked way back there in the Phillies bullpen, and it's now 2-0. Then you have Corey Dickerson also in the bottom of the first inning, hitting a 2-run shot, and it's now 4-0 Phillies. Rhys Hoskins almost hit a home run, too. He had a liner to center field, a rocket. It was towards the left side of center field, towards where that wall kind of goes like that. We hit it out near there. It bounced off the wall. Cunha played it pretty well, but it was nonetheless, it was a double. And Corey Dickerson, a line drive home on the right. It's now 4-0 Phillies. Then you have Freddie Freeman. Here we go. This is when things started to get ugly. Top of the third, Freddie Freeman singled to right. Acuna Jr. scored. It's now 4-1. Then we have Dansby Swanson singling to center. Right center, Freeman scored. It's now 4-2. Then Francisco Cervelli grounded into a fielder's choice. Donaldson scored. And it's now 4-3. Then we have Austin Riley hitting a sacrifice fly to center. Camero scored. It's now 4-4. And you have Scott Kingery hitting a home run to center. It's now 5-4. Phillies. Well, the Phillies, I just kind of messed up there. I should have been. Scott Kingery launches a home run to center, and it's now 5-4 Phillies. They retake the lead. Then Corey Dickerson, yet again in the bottom of the sixth inning, hits a solo shot to right, 422 feet, and it's now 6-4. Then we have Camero homering to right, 404 feet, and it's now 6-5. And that's your ball game, 6-5 from the score. The Phillies take game 2 here as they go for the win tonight as well. Gene Segura 0-4 with a strikeout. JT 1-3, 1 run scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Bryce Harper 2-4, 1 run scored, 1 RBI, 2 strikeouts. Rhys Hoskins 1-4, 1 run scored, 1 strikeout. Scott Kingery 1-3, 1 run scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk. And Corey Dickerson 2-4, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 strikeouts. And Cesar Hernandez 0-2, 2 walks. Sean Rodriguez 0-3, 2 strikeouts. Jay Bruce 0-1 with a strikeout. Vargas 0-1. And Perella 1-1 as well. And Michael Franco went 0-1. These are obviously all pinch hitters. Jason Vargas, 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. Only 2 of them were in 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Wasn't his best outing. this is what you expect, really. I mean, there's not really anything else to say here. You expect to see this out of, this is the Phillies starting pitching. I mean, they're just not good enough. They're not good enough to go out there and, have a nice 7 strong innings. I mean, when's the last time we've seen that out of it? I mean, Aaron Noah has not done it in the month of September. He hasn't been showing up, so it's been a while since we have really, really seen someone in our starting rotation really, fired all cylinders. And you have Vincent, an inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Parker, 2 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Ranger Suarez, a third of an inning, 1 hit. And you have Jared Hughes, an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts. And you have Hector Neris, an inning and 1 strikeout. So that's your ball game. 6-5, Phillies, your final score, as they take game 2 in this one. Overall, very, very nice performance. I'm very, very happy with the way this one went. Parker got the win. He's now 2-0 in the year. Free got the loss, and Hector Neris got the save, his 25th of the year. So overall, very, very nice performance out of the Phillies last night. Again, is it really something that you could be like, oh, it's a game changer? This is really going to fire these boys up? Well, no. No, I hate to break it to you, everybody, but it's not, because this is what the Phillies have done all year. They're like the eminence front. They're trying to get your hopes up, and then they're like a fake facade. They get everybody's hopes up. Like they're this is the real deal right here, and then everyone gets so drawn into it, and then they just get so disappointed because they find out that of course it wasn't what we all thought it was. So overall, just it's a win is a win. I mean, it was a nice win. Again, does this win really mean that much? I'm not too sure. Because we just have such a tough schedule. We got to grind through these next couple of weeks and maybe see what happens. I mean, it's a long shot, and I don't know if you expected me to come on this video. We're 2 games out of wildcard spot. You're maybe thinking like, "Ooh, come on, man, we're only 2 games out of wildcard spot." I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only good thing is I don't want to celebrate an injury here. But the team that is ahead of us, it was not in the wild card spot. The Milwaukee Brewers, who are 1 game ahead of us and 1 game out of a wild card spot. This is not good news for them. Christian Yelich, and I hate to hear this, Christian Yelich out for the remainder of the season, as he has had a kneecap issue, and that was just so painful to watch, as he is likely out for the remainder of the season. So that really, really hurts for Milwaukee Brewers. So that does help our chances a little bit more, but the Cubs are just, I don't see that. I don't think they're going to go 500 the rest of the way. I mean, obviously they kind of fell apart at the end of last year, but I don't see that happening again. They're built for this time of year, so I just don't see it happening. I see us missing it, and I think next year in 2020 is the Philly. It's going to be the Phillies' year next year, even though they do have something to prove. I think next year is the year in Philly, man. I think everybody's saying that. And I do somewhat agree with that. I think next year we're going to have some more. We're going to have more reliable starting pitching. We're going to have the second year of Bryce Harper. We're going to have another year of experience on Scott Kingery. We're going to have another year JT. Reese can improve in the offseason. Talking with Charlie Manuel, he's going to be getting married in November, I believe. So things are going to change. Unfortunately, I have to put up with Jake Arrieta next year, which is what it is. I mean, not what you can do. You're not going to get out of that horrible contract, so $25 million. But luckily, there's like a buyout option at the end of next year. So just give him his money and then off he goes. That's how I look at that situation. But I think next year is the year. It's going to be the year in Philly. There's 18 games left, guys. And if the Phillies really want to have a rigid shot at this, they need to win that series against the Miami Marlins. They also need to win this, at least split the series with the Atlanta Braves. They need to sweep out the Boston Red. This is the things that if the Phillies are really going to impress me, they're going to have to sweep out the Boston Red Sox, and they're going to have to win that series in Atlanta. They're going to have to win that series in Cleveland. At least take like 3 out of 5 from that series in Washington, and so that's not going to be tough. And then there you go. It's the end of the season. It's the Miami Marlins. So there's really only like little less than 2.5 weeks here, guys. So there's not much time left. So like I said, the Phillies are grinding now. I mean, the month of August, the days of August are over. Everyone says, "Oh, it's the grinding, it's the dog days of August for the Major League Baseball." And now it's the days of September. These days matter. They matter. in the standings. We're getting close. You may seem like, 18 games, that's a lot. You look at it from the big picture, it's not. It's not. I mean, that's going to be here like that. So I believe the last day of the season is on September the 29th, which is obviously it's going to be a Sunday. So yeah, guys. So it's not that far away. I hope they prove me wrong. Pardon me, because if we do make the playoffs, then the organization is going to be like, okay, well, I think we got our act together, and they're not going to make any moves. If we don't make the playoffs, they're going to be forced to do something, because if they don't, the fans are going to be pissed. So if we do not make the playoffs, Kapler is gone. We can sign more starting pitchers. Regardless of what we do this year, Kapler needs to be gone. Obviously, we win the World Series, and he makes some remarkable comeback, which is like a 1% chance of happening. Then obviously different story. Even if we make the wild card and lose, I still do not think Kapler should be back next year. You still got to go out and sign like a couple decent starting pitchers. Like, I'm not asking for a Garrett Cole, a Tanner Roark, a Zach Wheeler, or these cheap options that are, they're reliable, but they're not. Tanner Roark's been really healthy. Obviously Zach Wheeler was out for like a year and a half, like a couple years, like 3 years ago or so, whatever it was. But ever since then, he's been pretty healthy. So I think he had like an injury this year, like a minor injury. I don't think it was that much. I don't think it was that big. But signing a guy like that, maybe bringing back a guy like Cole Hamels, just these little minor things can mean a lot to rotation. Signing healthy relief pitching. I understand that may not be the easiest. Obviously, we didn't see that David Robertson injury coming. Every time I hear that name, I just start cringing up. Oh my gosh, dude! We have so much guaranteed money into our bullpen that's like hurt. Our whole entire bullpen's just hurt. Pat Neshek doesn't want to take the ball. That guy is a little loser. We are just the bullpen injury, the ball that's giving me a headache, man. All these guys, they're all up for contract, which is good. Hunter's gone, Neshek's gone, a few others. So we're gonna make a video at the end of the year talking about who's up for free agency and everything else. So those guys are not coming back. Neither do I want them back. Just not reliable. Not gonna make the cut. So yeah, guys, I'll be talking, obviously, make a video at the end of the year. So 7-5, the first pitch. This is now we're halfway through this series already. It just goes to show you how fast this month of September is already gone. It's hard to believe it's already September 11th. And before we wrap this video, I will say something about September 11th. Dallas Keuchel 7-5 with a 3.47 ERA going against Zach Eflin 8-11 with a 4.31 ERA. So let's see if Zach Eflin's had a nice 3 past good starts. He's done pretty well. So let's see if we can build off of that in this one. And I'll be going to the game tomorrow night as well. So I'm actually not going to crew practice tomorrow because I'm going to that game tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to going to that game. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yay, yeah. Let's go. We're getting through the week, man. I think I'm going to that game on the Saturday night, 14th, I believe. So I think I'm going to that. So, yeah, guys. So first of all, let's put the baseball aside. First of all, let's talk about something a little bit serious here. Obviously, guys, today's September 11th, and I'm going to make this very quick because I need to wrap it up, and I don't want to, this is kind of a hard subject. So 18 years ago today, today's September 11th, 18 years ago today, on September 11th, 2001, the World Trade Center buildings in New York City were brutally attacked. The Twin Towers, they were both hit, 8:46, and I think the other one was at 9:30. The South Tower collapsed, and then the North Tower collapsed, and it's absolutely horrible. There's videos of it online. It's just terrible. It's hard to believe that was 18 years ago. That was the biggest terrorist attack in U.S. history. So absolutely just terrible. Obviously, the Pentagon was hit as well. Over almost 3,000 lives were lost. So that's just a tragic day, and that's a day that will never be forgotten. And I just, even to this day, I never lived to see that, thank God, because I was born in 2004. So that was happening in 2001. So I didn't get to see that. My sister was actually alive to see that, but she was only 3 years old, so she didn't get to see that. But anyway, just an absolutely just terrible day in America, and I'm glad that they still honor it to this day and remember all the lives that were lost. So many innocent young people, good people that were lost, especially in the plane too. It's just absolutely terrible. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Obviously, the plane in Shanksville as well hit the ground outside of Pittsburgh in that field. So that guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to just make a note about 9/11. I just want to do a quick just a quick thing about that and just, honor the lives that were lost. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please smash the like in this video. Please tell about your friends about these videos. 7-5 the first pitch. Eflin versus Keuchel. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we could knock some more home runs tonight. That was, by the way, 31 home runs for Bryce Harper, 102 RBIs. I forgot to mention that. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy the Phillies game. Talk to you later.